What's up, folks? Welcome to episode 34 of Tales from the Archive here on Handelabra Games. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the Adjacent Hex podcast. I will be your host this evening. Tales from the Archive is the show where we use the medium of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, to tell a story of some kind. Some will be tales based on the actual Sentinel storylines, and others will be totally original or based on previous work. I do try to match each story up for consistency's sake with an existing Sentinel Comics book title that's been mentioned by either Christopher or Adam, or both, but by no means does that make these official canon or anything real or anything like that. You can kind of think of this as the Earth 603 Sentinels of the Multiverse. There will often be times where I deliberately make a play that doesn't make a whole lot of sense strategically, but because it contributes in some way to the narrative we've created. I will also sometimes introduce stipulations, forcing my plays to be in a certain vein. I will do my best to try and win games, but even heroes fall sometimes, and that just makes for wonderful and fun and interesting stories. As with all the shows on the Handelabra Games channel, we do believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, without any further delay, let's break open ye olde book of the multiverse and get this party started. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I'm slowly losing my mind reading all these back issues of Sentinel Comics to prepare for this stream. I do try to balance that out by doing things like playing hockey or watching bad 90s television, or reading about things that have absolutely nothing to do with superheroism. Imagine my surprise then when I stumbled across a story that bore uncanny similarity to something I read in the complete fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. Now, it's outside of the main Sentinel Comics publications, in other words, it is a Dispiration title, and it's a crossover, so by nature it's a little janky, but it's one of those weird stories that most Sentinel Comics fans consider to be official canon, even though it's never been explicitly revealed by the Sentinel Comics editing department. Let's take a look. The scene opens up in a Rook City diner. A gentleman in a beige trench coat and hat sits in a booth in the back. We don't see his face, all we see is sort of over his shoulder. In front of him is a yellow legal pad, a pencil, and a cup of coffee. The door to the diner opens, and a woman walks in. There are no words to this point. She approaches his booth and sits down. Wordlessly, she passes him a draft of an article. He unfolds it and reads. The woman finally speaks up. It would have gone to print, but my editor pulled it. Apparently he's not comfortable with printing the ravings of a lunatic. The mysterious gentleman nods and gets up to leave. As he does, the woman grins slightly as she takes a bite of peach pie. The next page is a full-page splash of the article. The headline reads, 3 killings in 9 days. It's followed by a dateline that reads New Orleans, Louisiana, and the next shot shows the outside of a moving train. Pieces of the article are superimposed over the shots of the train traveling south at breakneck speed, indicating that there is more to this story than simply a rash of killings. A strange voodoo witch known as Lady Esprit has more information on the mysterious creature known locally as Rhagou. The next few panels are a montage featuring the strange man interviewing the townsfolk. Once again, we still never see his face. Night falls slowly over the bayou, and the search for Lady Esprit continues to be fruitless. Most of the townspeople prefer to keep their heads down in situations like this, and as the full dimness of the evening sets in, the investigator puts his hands in his pockets and makes for his hotel near the train station. Behind him, a strange green fog begins to roll in, and he turns his head. And that just brings us to our main broadcast for tonight. The first game features, of course, Gloomweaver. Can't have any kind of Lovecrafty story without Gloomweaver. Fighting against the Scholar, the Sentinels, the Naturalist, and Tempest. They are fighting at ruins of Atlantis. It's kind of the closest I could get to a bayou setting, and I think we can kind of narrativize the cards to match up with what's going on in the bayou. So here we go. Of course, I feel like Gloomweaver's head would probably go out if we were actually underwater, so there you go. All this delicious despair, I can almost taste it. Let me in, mortals. Now let's all just sit back and think a spell. No need to get all riled up. Alright. Good evening or afternoon or whatever it happens to be, Seamus Butler. Good to see you. We are fighting in the bayou today. The Scholar starts out with a brace of get out of the way, know when to cut loose or turn loose, and proverbs and axioms. The Sentinels are starting out with blackout, coordinated assault, fling into darkness, and telekinetic wallop. The Naturalist has blended into the pack a Brace of Primal Charge and the Nimble Gazelle. And the Inhuman Tempest has Cleansing Downpour, Abrasive Lightning Slash, and Reclaim from the Deep. Alright, bring it on, Gloomy. Zombie. Bunch of Zombombies to start this out. I believe it's H Zombombies. Rising from the depths of the bayou. Zombies start walking out into the green mist. For the record, we are seeing this story unfold from the perspective of the investigator. So the pin, discarding cards. Can Scholar take advantage of that? Yeah, he probably can. All right, so now we're gonna take a bunch of damage off the Zombombies. And it'll just continue to go Scholar and Naturalist, because that's where they happen to be. Alright, here we go. Kraken's in the bayou. Weird tentacle things. Based on the fact that Scholar's going to be discarding stuff, that's probably not the worst. Although, dealing a bunch of damage with Get Out of the Way gives him a bunch of health back. May regain HP. Although, that's pretty good. Be better if we could get some DR up first, so I think I'm going to Get Out of the Way first. Trying to get Mainstay's power online, and then Proverbs and Axioms next turn to just hit a bunch of stuff all at once and not take quite as much damage off for the Sentinels. So here we go. There you go, Scholar. Have some health back. And of course, gaining health when he's at full health is nothing. So we're just going to do it, because why not? He's got to live good. Evening, Cade. And thank you for subscribing. I got that alert this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Wallop. Up to 3 targets, 1 melee damage each. Or we could increase it if we did it with the Naturalist. Blackout also an option. Especially if we have Wraith deal that to Gloomweaver and then just 86 all the servants. That just seems like fun. Let's do that. Alright, Wraith. Deal some damage. Deal it to Gloomy. And then Gloomy deals 2 damage to everything! What a jerk. Except not. Bye-bye, Zombombies. We didn't even like you anyway. Alright. Now that there's less targets in play, it's less important for Mainstay to block. So I'm going to go ahead and use Idealist and just continue to go nuts here. There's the Durasteel chains. That will become useful later. Zombies, the not quite living punching bags. Yes, indeed. Let's see. This, I mean, it's not super useful here because there's only like only a couple targets in the deck. There's the Mystical Defenses and the Kraken. But based on the fact that we don't have a form out to power up the Primal Charge, I mean, alternately the Nimble Gazelle, but he's just not taking enough damage for that to be relevant at this point. Kind of nice to have it in the hand, though. I'm going to go ahead and just go get the Crocodile. Repeat viewers of this stream know that the Crocodile is pretty much my favorite form for the Naturalist because I, like Agent Damage, prefer to just go nuts when I can. So, and as such, let's just deal some damage with Tempest as well. There's probably a better play there, but getting rid of that pin is probably a good thing too. So, yeah, into the strat. Like it. Alright, environment, what do you got? Kraken right off the top? Nope. Okay. Okay. Some of the trees surrounding the bayou start to fall. They bend over across the river and seal in the fight. The investigator has a tough time finding what's going on, as all the heroes struggle to maintain control over their bodies. Oh, the Grimoire. I forgot about the Grimoire. That's really annoying. Okay. So, let's see. Solid to liquid. I mean, that's fine. we really need to get rid of this. What is it? Villain turn, everybody discards a card. So dealing as much damage to this as possible would be nice. Especially, well, I mean, player, right? So that's not each Sentinel, it's not each character. But still, I feel like getting rid of that is really nice. No one to turn loose. I mean, it's 2 damage, it's not that much. Let's draw cards. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. It's not. He's just gonna gain health. Medico, not relevant. Mainstay. I think we're just gaining a bunch of health here. Like, it's not exciting, certainly, but I guess based on the fact that the walls are kind of closing in right now, it makes sense to just rest and recover a little bit. And I think, yeah, there we go. Now is it full? Oh, nice. Another no one to turn loose. Oh, right. Of course. The pin. Well, so much for that. Let's see. This is 5. So that's not bad. Puts it to 20. I think we're gonna end up having to weather a bit of that, I think. But just dealing as much damage as we possibly can here. That's 3. Yeah, I feel like Coordinated Assault is just the right play against the Grimoire. One of your heroes, so let's have it be the Idealist, since she is dealing a bunch of damage anyway. And we'll jab it too. Go to 18. Idealist turns around and starts smashing the Grimoire as if it were a punching bag. Dr. Medico looks on, concerned. That's not nothing. So that's a thing. That's not bad. That doesn't. We don't have a second power out right now, so I think it's just Feral Fury. Just hit it for as much as we possibly can. It's kind of a nice thing that we played that Deadly Crocodile last turn. But I still think we're going to have to weather at least one strike from it. We'll see what Tempest can pull off here. We got the Lightning Slash for 5. That's only 6. It's not quite going to get there. So that, yeah. So I guess that's... And I don't want to enter the Stratosphere because I really just don't want it coming back. So we're just gonna go nuts as nuts as we can anyway. No, just yep. There you go. Oh, another ball of lightning. Sick. All the good draws today. Tempest is our ham. Oh, mystical defenses. Well, actually, that'll get rid of the Grimoire. Oh no, not quite. Dang it! So close. It gets rid of the Indigo pin. Bye bye pin. Oh, poor Sentinels. Alright, well, there you go. Each player may... Oh, it may discard a card. Okay, that changes things. Come on, Seamus Butler, you're usually the one that points that kind of thing out to me. Yeah, Solid Delict we can go. Sentinels, Fling is an option. I still kind of like that. We're not using the Hippocratic Oath at the moment. I feel like it's the farthest away from being played, so I'm going to discard that. Put that in the bin, that way we can recur it later. And then Tempest, I guess Cleanse. Again, it's the farthest from being played. So everything takes 0. How's that? That's alright. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully my goofy play shenanigans helps you feel a little bit better. So that's not nothing. Oh man, hitting the mystical defenses with that seems real good. Not allowing that to do, but that hits him as well, though, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, and it gets rid of the Servant and the Grimoire. All right. I'm going to do something risky here and level all our damage for this turn at Gloomweaver. and let, yeah, it's a healthy book. But as you are well aware of, or any Lovecraft fan is well aware, books that have hit points are generally not very good and not very fun. So Durasteel Chains is an option. However, yeah, that's not ideal. This is a bunch of damage, and we can hit the mystical defenses with it. Blackout also not nothing. Let's Blackout here, which I know seems not necessarily the best play, but it gets the job done. Okay. Oh, wait. What? Did I read that wrong? I must have read that wrong. Yeah, Wraith did the damage. Why did that not... Hold on. I want to run that again, just because I'm not sure what just happened here. Did I not click on Wraith somehow? Okay, Blackout. Wraith deals the damage. Let's try Gloomweaver this time. Okay. Oh, because he can't... Right. That's exactly what I did. Okay, so what I need to do instead is hit the defenses with it. I must have clicked on Gloomweaver by mistake. Unless, did he... Alright, hold tight. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, so yeah, I clicked on Gloomweaver by mistake. Sorry about that. Meant to click on other things and stuff. Second chance. Okay. I mean, not the best draw at this moment, but that's fine. We'll take it. Primal Charge, Natural Born Vigor, not relevant yet. Indomitable Force is fine, but Primal Charge is more damage. And seeing as that's what we're up to at this moment, let's do that. And Crocodile Dilly. And the Crocodile chomps down on Gloomweaver, holding him into the bayou. Oh, sick. Threatening Stomp. That's a good draw. I'm drawing all the good stuff today. You may destroy up to 2 ongoing cards. Okay, that's nice. How about a Ball Lightning? Tempest summons a ball of energy from deep within the bayou. It lances out, catching Gloomweaver in the face. We're not going to deal damage because that seems silly. How about a Squall? And there we go. Ooh, Electrical Storm. I like drawing that. Oh, the Kraken. From deep within the bayou, where the electricity hit it. A tendril appears, catching the heroes by surprise. Oh dear. Poor Idealist. Again. Most cards in play. Alright. Sorry, Medico. Okay, actually that's not the worst. Alrighty. Well, I could Alchemical Redirection. That's not strong. I could just double draw here. That seems unexciting, but this is bad. The swamp is rather crushing. Keep moving. Okay, and the Solid Liquid. All right. Okay. So we have Second Chance kicking around. Oh, because there's... Oh, wow. That's basically always going to be the Sentinels. That's frustrating. The Sable Pin basically always goes to... Anyway. Okay, these are starting to become a problem. Especially for the Sentinels. This is going to swing at them literally every time. That's not going to put it to 4 or less. We need to start mitigating the environment. Gloomweaver's not hurting us too badly right now. So let's go nuts here and here. And I think it's 3, is it 3 targets? So we'll go there too. Let's block. Ouch. Good thing we blocked. Threat Stomp is actually really good. Better than Primal Charge. It's 1 more damage. We don't get the benefit from it, or the the full value, but I feel like hitting something for 5, specifically the Kraken, excuse me, is really good. And biting the Kraken, just momentarily distracted from his scuffle with Gloomweaver, the deadly crocodile releases his grip on the demon and chomps down on the tentacle instead. Okay, perfect. That puts us right in range for the ball lightning to dispatch the Kraken. And we will not destroy things, because that's rude. Some area effect, or some wide damage. Okay, alright, cleansing downpour. Tempest may have to go into healing mode in a minute. Oh, more mystical defenses? Okay. Well, so much for the Sentinels. Sorry, Idealist. And here we go again. Well, this got ugly. That's it? Okay. This is only 3 damage. It's just not enough yet. Keep moving. Not what we want. This is really not where we want to be. That said, yeah, I'm thinking alchemical redirection is the play here. Like, it's not fun, certainly, but he's gonna have to weather a bunch. But we'll do what we can. I could second chance Idealist back. Fling could cut one of the mystical defenses. And then block, and then second chance her back next turn. That's probably reasonable. So Wraith. Oh, it doesn't matter, but okay. We're still gonna do it. Yep, there we go, it's gone. And we will block. Not that that matters a whole lot. Actually, we should have used Medico's power. Sorry. And it's probably just gonna be him. We may have to use him on the Scholar later, but we'll see. Just keeping things going. Yep, that's fine. Alright, okay, now, if we get out Natural Form's Power and Natural Born Vigor, Natural Forms, yeah. We got extra damage coming in from 2 powers, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, that's 2 targets, 1 each, or 1 target, 2. But it's going to be increased by 1, so 3. Man. Alright. We're going to start here. We'll put him to 40. Getting rid of this seems important to me. Okay, Bastille Shift, that's fine. Yep. So Electrical Storm is a good setup card into Cleansing Downpour next turn. Let's do that. What I really need is some damage boost stuff for someone other than the Naturalist. Phosphorescent Chamber. Okay. The trees around the Bayou Grove glow pink. And Oh. Okay. I think we're okay with this. It's fine. Okay, one pin down. Sorry, Scholar. Oh, he's dead. But I think Medico can bring him back, I hope. Yeah. I mean, we knew that was coming, sort of, so. Alright, yeah, sorry, Mainstay. Indomitable Force is not getting played anytime soon, and I don't think Shielding Winds might get played. Reclaim is less likely. Alright. Gloomy, what do you got for us? A cultist appears. That sounds familiar. And a zombie. Okay. Ow. Okay, okay. If we let Naturalist do some bitey stuff. Okay. Now I believe I can second chance the Scholar back in. Or is it just Idealist? Well, we're going to try it one way or the other. Yeah, it's Idealist. Okay, that's fine. Bummer, but also not the worst. Let's see, dealing damage is really strong right now because the Phosphorescent Chamber is kicking around. We're going to have to weather a bit of a storm off the mystical defenses, but it does hit Gloomweaver as well. We're going to try and just end this as quickly as we can. And Positive Energy is a good draw for that. Let's see. Natural Born Vigor is good. Aha. Bestial Shift is better. Hit him. Hard. Yeah. We can hit a couple of different things here. She's just end of the villain turn moving a zombie into play, right? So it's, yeah. She's not nice. Alright, less damage is better here. It's fine. And then Deadly Crocodile. Gloomweaver. Bring him to 20. If we can live one more turn, I think we got this, folks. Yep, that happens. Everything takes 2. Do we Stratosphere something? I can Stratosphere to Chosen Disciple. Or I can Shielding Winds. Mitigate some damage. She's dealing... Yeah, I mean, we killed one zombie. It's really not the worst. Oh, wait a minute. Into the Stratosphere. If I get rid of her, and then deal some damage to Gloomweaver, and then we do this. Extra damage. Ooh, Grievous Hailstorm. Okay, okay. If we need it, it's there. Oh, man. Oh, I really want to keep this out. I really want to keep this out. What's he at? 13? Oh, man. Okay, this is a gamble. Oh, hold baby. Oh, really? Alright. Alright, let's start with the things we know we can get rid of easily. Alright. Everything can take it, so we're gonna do it. Okay. Everybody needs to discard something, so that's fine. Yeah, the seaweed is not pleasant. But I have an idea. Alright, it's going to be the downpour. Alright, at the end of the environment turn, one player may discard their hand to destroy this card. And I believe... Like, Tempest has a little gas in it. And so does Naturalist. But they don't have any gas in their hand. So, it's going to be the Sentinels, destroy the seaweed, and move forward. Yep, we knew the Disciple was coming back. And we knew the zombie was coming in. That's okay. We'll take it. Yep, it's fine. Okay, here we go. Now, Naturalist. Use the Deadly Crocodile to chomp down. I think we got this, folks. I think we got this. They have no cards to play, but that's alright. I'll take a telekinetic jab for 3, and then the Naturalist should be able to kill this on his turn. Barring some weird thing that I don't recognize. Primal Charge. Win the game? Got there. Book 1 concludes with the investigator tossing his trench coat across the final panel, and a purple dialogue bubble, saying, "Oh man, I'm glad to see you guys. I thought I was gonna have to take on this beast all by myself. Friends make everything better." There's no editor's note saying that the story continues in the best book, but we found the issues that the fans claim is the continuation of this story. The second book... The second book... Wait, where was I? The second book opens up more or less right where the first story finished off. Guise is wearing a purple pith helmet with an absurd mustache and gesturing at a bulletin board. Now, according to my contact back in Rook City, the lady we're looking for has a name like Spirit, only not. Sprite, maybe? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. What do I know? What I do know is, she's got magical powers. Sorry, she's got magical powers. He waves his hand for emphasis, and then continues. We need to find her shack and figure out what's going on around here. I guess Gloomweaver's a decent place to start. It's so lucky I found him. The Naturalist's eyes grow wide. You found him? Nice of you to jump in. Idealist's eyes flash with blue energy and a spark of electricity jumps across Tempest's fingers. Guise takes absolutely no notice of this aggravation and continues. While you lot were so busy taking down that big, ugly, green-haired lug, I took the liberty of interrogating several of his cultists. He snaps his fingers, and the bulletin board turns into 3 robed figures bearing emblems of the Cult of Gloom tied to a stump. Of course, they knew absolutely nothing, so we just have to keep looking. The Idealist opens her mouth to say something, but is interrupted by Dr. Medico. Best not, Miranda. I've heard about this guy. He'll get bored before he actually finds anything. Their ears are suddenly filled with an unearthly howl. Guise panics and adopts a crummy defensive stance, like something out of a bad 80s movie. What was that? The scholar approaches him and puts a hand on his shoulder. That, my friend, was the Rhagou. An ancient and terrifying beast. If I'm not mistaken, that's what you've been sent to take care of. Guise's eyes grow wide in fear. Yes, I'm not afraid. Bring it on. The scholar turns to the Naturalist and Tempest. We need some help, lads. Much as it surprises me, the Violet Verbalizer isn't wrong. Lady Espree's cabin must be nearby. Guise is still bumbling his way around the soft ground of the bayou, and suddenly trips and falls over a bone sticking out of the ground. What was that? He starts crawling quickly backward through the muck. The scholar bends down to examine it. It appears that the Cult of Gloom aren't the only ones using things for rituals around here. Guise bangs his head against a large tree stump sticking out of the swamp. Ow! What the? His answer comes with a deafening cacophony of cawing and the flapping of wings. So, I'm sure you've guessed by now, Game 2 tonight features our hero team plus the arrival of, you guessed it, Captain Weirdness himself, Guise. Hey, leave me alone! And then other than that, our team remains largely the same, although we do have a team of 5, which is going to make fighting the Matriarch real interesting. And we are staying in the ruins of Atlantis, because we are still in the bayou. This is going to be hard, folks. I'm telling you right now. I'm not figuring on enjoying this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just prep my my next chapter here. All right, here we go. Alright, Guise is starting... Hey, let me tell it. I'm starting out with I can do that too. Let me see that and a brace of, yeah, I'm that guy. Thank you. Tempest is starting out with Flash Flood, abrasive otherworldly resistance, and a vicious cyclone. The Scholar has Don't Dismiss Anything, Flesh to Iron, Get Out of the Way, and Keep Moving. Naturalist has Bestial Shift, Environmental Allies, Hyperactive Senses, and Natural Born Vigor. And the Southwest Sentinels have Dark Delusion, Second Chance, Sentinel Tactics, and Team Communication. Two very good cards there. I wonder how they're going to start out. Now, we haven't fought the Matriarch in a while on this stream, so we'll go ahead and grab her card real quick. Obviously, she's starting with her Avian Majesty. Mask of the Matriarch is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. Oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward to the Harpy as a playable deck. Although I wonder what my cats are going to do with those birds. It's going to be interesting. Whenever a foul card is played, the top card of the villain deck is played. Gross. Whenever a foul card is destroyed, she deals them 3 damage. Unless they destroy an equipment or ongoing. And that's the hero with the highest. So, interesting. And the villain trash is shuffled into the villain deck. When the villain trash is shuffled into the villain deck, she flips. On her flip side, whenever a foul enters play, she regains health. Whenever a foul card is played from the villain deck, the top card is played. Whenever one's destroyed, she deals the hero target with the lowest, 1 psychic. And again, she flips when the deck is shuffled. There's the Mask of the Matriarch. Ooh, shiny. Oh, Hugin already? Alright. Okay. That's not helpful. There's no equipments in play. Aha, here we go. Okay, here's an idea. For Christmas, my parents gave my cats, ostensibly, a trio of bird feeders that sits out in front of our apartment, and Bunker Buster won't leave them alone. Hugin is a pain in the butt. But destroying her quickly seems like a good idea. Alright. So, we can deal 1 damage to everything. We can deal 2 damage to one thing. I feel like doing 1 damage to everything. Sorry, Naturalist. Alright, we need to draw cards. It's kind of important. Super Ultra! Mask. Alright, Tempest. That's 2 environment cards, so that'll be nice when we get bad things in the environment, like the Kraken. Damage dealt to him specifically. Alright. Cycloning... the masks. Okay. It's a gamble. We're gonna see what happens. There you go. Oh, sick. Grievous Hailstorm. Just what we needed. I mean, could be worse. Searching for an elemental seems fine. Flesh to Iron seems also fine. And there are 3 targets in play. Let's get out of the way. I know there's potential for them to be a lot more targets. But he's already at full health. But there you go. Click on the button anyway. Alright, keep moving. Again. Let's see. That's a one-shot. Doesn't help us right now. That's unfun. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that could be real good. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, so we might be playing this a little bit differently. I think we are. Doesn't have a power on it, but... I'm going to go ahead and do Environmental Allies. And then go ahead and get the Gazelle. I know this is not how I normally do this. Yeah, that was like a really good card to show up. And now it's here. And now we can do things. And this is fun. And Threatening Stomp is a great draw. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. That is such a bomb draw. And let's go for some more. Why not? 1, 2, come on. Come on. Okay, yep, unique capabilities, we'll do that too. Absolutely. Clignuous is nice. Especially when she flips. Dursteel Chains is also very, very good. Yeah. Well, I have... Scholar has... Hi, Joe. Scholar has... Nope. I clicked on the wrong one. Stop clicking on the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, so Fleshed Iron is in hand, so that's very convenient. And I think that's absolutely correct. I think we just start reducing damage and healing up and doing what we can here and there. In the meantime, more DR seems great. And we can... Oh, yeah, that's right. We've got another card. Sentinel Tactics is such a good card. I don't really see anything better, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then that allows us to do this. Take a jab at actually Hugin. And we'll block. Ah, the phosphorescent chamber. Yeah, I mean, discard cards, sure. 1. Bummer. Okay. Again, bummer. That one. Sorry, Natural Born Vigor. And I guess Human Shield is the farthest away from being played. Okay, we have to destroy something, which is disappointing. But we played this with that in mind, so. Okay. Yep. Yep. Gross. Yuck. Disgusting. Real disgusting. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we've got the damage boost from Phosphorescent, so that's a thing. What did I put in their play zone? Dursteel Chains and Sentinel Tactics. Man. Yeah, definitely have some burbs. Do we have any equipment banging around? Probably not. Getting rid of those cohorts is like priority number 1 right now, and I just don't have anything to do it. But with Phosphorus, okay, you know what? I'm going to make the blatant reference. It's unfun, but we're going to do it, and we're going to draw a card here. Just, there we go. Look what I found. Nice. Can we hit Hugin? Nope, because Munin is reducing things by 2. Is that for everything? Reduce damage to the Matriarch and cohorts by 6. Alright, well. Yeah, this team would be a lot better if it had some irreducible damage, but at least we can try and get rid of the mask. That'd be nice. I guess best card ever? Oh, discard, right. So let's get rid of that. And continue to smack the mask. That thing is ugly. Get it off your face. Disappointing, but there you are. Now, unfortunately, she's going to deal a bunch of damage. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. She's going to deal 15 damage if we don't just start binning cards. So, alright, here we go. Oh god. This is just ugly. So bad. So bad. And who's this coming at? Guise. Alright. Just on the grounds that we just can't take all that damage. It's, I mean, we knew it was gonna be rough. Like that was planned. It's kind of the way I wrote it. Yep. And the chamber's not, like, it's helping and it's not at the same time, which is really kind of irritating. I guess we can get that back. We'll go get that back. Naturalist. He's gonna take the damage here. So much damage. It's gonna be a really quick game. Alright. We said flesh to iron. Yep, that's fine. We will do that. And regain hit point. Hit points, right, because this is a thing. Alright. I mean, alternately, we can also put Tempest into heal mode. I think we even have the card in hand to do it. Cleansing Downpour? No, not yet. If we don't kill Munin, if we kill Munin, he comes back because Hugin pulls him back. Why do I get the feeling this is... Oh, right, the Grizz is Ian. What did you do, text him? Yeah. Let's go get the Nimble Gazelle. Alright, Predator's Eye. It's fine. Hold on, I need to read one. Yeah, so the two cohorts just pull each other back, and that's so annoying. Alright, Good of you guys to drop by while I'm, we're in dire straits because jerky jerk matriarch jerk. So it's, oh, wait a minute. We might be able to do this. Yep. Sick. Nope, I'll just do that. Nope, we won't. We'll do this. Yes, sick. Ronak, how's it going? Lovely to see all you people tonight, this evening, this day, whatever it happens to be in your particular neck of the woods. Oh, yes. So I actually knew about that from Gen Con Cytosine, and now I can talk about it. Sentinels of Freedom is a very cool looking thing that I don't know much about it, but I knew it was a thing. And I loved how Craig was trolling people with it. Yesterday on, I think it was Facebook, Craig posted a picture and someone was like, that looks an awful lot like Bunker. And that looks an awful lot like Wraith. Can anybody say copyright infringement? And Craig goes, what if it wasn't copyright infringement? And like 3 different people wrote, shut up and take my money. In fact, I think Todd Faust was one of them. I think it's time to discard cards. No. That one. Sorry, Predator's Eye. Oh, gross. But one player may discard their hand. Let's do it! I volunteer Tempest as tribute. It is a totally new thing. I do know that. Oh my gosh. Alright. That's not fun. And there are exactly 5. Fun. What is it? Yep. Everybody's taking a bunch of damage. Ow. 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 Best card ever. Let's do that. Hey, sweet. Deal 1 target 2 melee damage. Okay. Woo! Look what I found. Smack! And Seamus Butler's in too. Smack! Smack! I think it's time to go ham. Yep, we know that. Unfortunately... Man, does Tempest just... I think Tempest is going to double draw here and see if we can pull something gassy. That's not gas. Actually, that is gas. Alright, Grace Under Fire. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst, so... Healing seems very strong. Alright, Naturalist is totally unset now. Unfortunately, I believe you need... Oh, perfect. Okay. Hyperactive Senses. Let's rig Matriarch. And let's rig Ruins. Do everything we can here. Yep. Kindness of Ravens and Carrion Fields. Atlantis front okay. let's put this on top. As silly as that sounds. Alright, at the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If a limited card is already in play, discard that card and play the next card. Okay, that's a thing. Players may play an additional card, use an additional power, and draw an additional card on their turn. Start of every turn, play the top... Ugh. Okay, I'd rather see that, I think. Yeah, I'd rather see that. Alright, let's go. I think it's just time to go get the crocodile and start going. Mawing down. And rigging the deck was probably good, I hope. Dark Delusions deals each villain target 2 damage. I don't really want to do that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Coordinated Assault. And let's have Mainstay do it. Because the Durasteel chains are kicking around. And... Idealist. We're getting there. Hey, another Coordinated Assault. Very nice. I really hope that, like, for... I have no confirmation on this at all or anything, but I really, really hope that with... What is it? Broken City? Oh, God. Alright. This is unfun. Oh, no! Well, so much for that. I'm gonna just choose for me at this point. This is so bad. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think killing Carrion Fields is priority all of a sudden. Yikes. Oh, and the mask too. Well, this got dark. Literally. Yep. Sorry, Prime War. Ugh. Oh no. Well, here goes that game. Yeah. Get rid of the pillars. Well, oh, it is way too late to be saved. This game got out of control, as I kind of expected it would. That was ugly. Well, here we go. At least it's something. It's a little more focused. It's not... Oh, whoa, no. Oh, I like that they added the confirm button. That's nice. This is gone very, very badly. No, exactly. It's as I planned. There is... I mean, I don't really want to play either of these. So I guess I'm just gonna try and draw out of it. I can't. But this game was intended to be challenging. Like, the fact that I got her to 46 is frankly quite impressive in my mind. But I can still deal her damage. Oh. I mean, we're gonna take a boatload off the crows, but let's see if I can like that. And, I mean, Idealist is dead. Like, there's not a whole lot that's going on here, but, like... Oh, wait a minute. Mainstay. Like, I mean... Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If I had the card. I don't think I have the card right now. Doing what we can. Like, that was kind of my plan for a possible out, is just get a boatload of crows going and maybe go ham with Scholar. And Matriarch is going to flip here. Okay, there's none in the deck. Oh. Alright. Everybody takes a bunch of damage. Probably dies. Like, I don't know that there's... Oh, did I? Maybe. Hang on. Okay. I mean... I'll take a Chain Lightning. Oh, that's not nice. That's really not nice. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, well, so much for that. Thank you, Wraith, for drawing really badly. Alfred Hitchcock would indeed be proud of Wraith for being dumb. So who's ready to take a... Oh, okay, we can hit the mask. Who's ready to take a ton of damage? Yep. And then we die. Oh boy. Oh. This is just bad news bears. Oh! What the heck just happened? Oh, I see what happened. Now all the crows are gonna swing. This is a riot. Oh my goodness. I mean, guys can draw cards? Like... Oh boy, oh boy. Yep. Dursteel Chains, keeping Mainstay. Mainstay is now the highest hit points. Like, by a long shot, because of the Dursteel Chains. He's just not taking damage. Sorry, guys. This is really funny. I mean, it's not, but it is. Okay, now we get into the stuff that's actually dealing him damage. And she heals up a bunch, and... Oh, there's Hugin back. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, this game lasted a little bit longer than I expected it to. Okay. Let's get rid of positive energy, because that's... actually, nope, that could be helpful. That's totally a useless card, so... Okay, sweet! We're not dealing 36 damage in one turn. However... Oh. Okay. So toxic... Projectile, toxic, projectile. Okay, so most of this is projectile damage. Alright. We're gonna make him immune to projectile damage. And move forward. What else can we do? We can give him some health back. He doesn't have a power that deals damage. So I guess doing this. This is... Should it have been psychic? Why psychic? Oh, she's dealing damage, isn't she? Because he's blocking it. Oh, shoot. You're right. Alright, hold on. Oh, I can't go back far enough. Drat. Alright. Well. Yep, I realize that now. And there's no ongoing cards. Dang it. That's a bummer. Chains can literally absorb everything else. Grr! Rats. I mean, if Munnin comes out, the game's over. Like, because I can't hit anything at that point. But sure, why not? Let's block for no reason. Okay. Well, we'll talk. That's not helpful. Hopefully he can weather this. I think he can. This is a goofy game. I think I mentioned this before, but I love the fact that the star above Idealist's head looks an awful lot like an Elder Sign. Come on, what do we got? Okay. That's not good. That's really not good. Is it blackout that's not useful? Nope, that's useful. Yeah, okay, that one's gone. Alright, well, here we go. So much damage. There's only 6 cards kicking around. Munnin's one of them. Yeah, there it is. Okay, game's over. But unfortunately, I think I may be able to just stall this indefinitely, which is less than ideal, I guess. Okay. I don't want to resign this game, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't think there's an out. Chat, I'll put it to you. Like, if you guys would prefer I just move on, I'm willing to do that. But I'm going to take Seamus Butler's advice and be immune to psychic damage for a moment. Ongoing card. Sure, we'll double block. I don't know. Doesn't do anything. Man, okay. I think she's gaining more hit points than I'm doing. Like, because I just don't want to stall this out to the point where we're just wasting time, because obviously I do have another chapter to do, one way or the other. So I guess we'll black out. It's reduced. Oh, it's reduced. I mean, as long as the phosphorescent chamber is kicking around, we are doing damage. But she's gaining it back faster than... No, it's not. I don't think we have the cards to do it, folks. Oh, and the chains is gone anyway, so... Oh, right. Of course it is. So, yeah, we're toast. Whatever. And it's the Kraken. Well, how about Carrion Fields? Yeah, this is game. It did last a lot longer than I expected it to. Like, it is what it is. And come on, keep going. Oh boy. Hey, she flipped back over. Look at that. No. Okay. Game over. Okay. Guise takes a colossal swing at Matriarch, but it's blocked by a cloud of crows thicker than the murk of the bayou itself. Reeling in pain, he hobbles off under a downed tree. Behind him, two glowing green eyes appear, and the next panel shows fangs tearing into his shoulder. He begins to snarl and drool. Matriarch's eyes grow wide, and the crows take off in all directions. She scrambles up a ladder into the hut, but a lightning bolt lances into her and she falls back into the mud. The scholar places a hand on her shoulder, preventing her from rising to her feet. Lillian Corvus, I thought I read that you were out and about around here. I guess that explains why people thought Lady Esprit was a witch. You don't understand. The Rhagou is going to destroy this town. The curse is already spreading to your purple friend. The Naturalist begins. He's not our, but is interrupted by Guise. I really need to hit something. Where'd he go? Idealist looks up at Dr. Medico, who shrugs. Mainstay picks up his Durasteel chains. How do we get rid of the curse? Matriarch shrugs. No idea. But my guess is you need to restrain the beast somehow. That is, if you can find it. I've spent the last 3 days looking for him. Guise tosses a punch at a snake dangling from one of the trees nearby. It lands near Idealist, who lets out a shriek. What are we waiting for? Let's get him! Shouts Guise, crashing into the brush. He stops suddenly. Wait! Where'd he go? Okay, game 3 tonight brings us... It is the same hero team, all 5. But what's going to be a little different here is this is going to be a stipulation game. Guise has now come down with the Curse of the Rhagou. So they are going to be fighting. It's probably pretty predictable at this point. Well, obviously we're still in the ruins of Atlantis. But we are fighting Plague Rat, who is doppelganging as the Rhagou today. And the stipulation is that Guise has to do damage on his turn. He has to actually get through for damage. So if DR would prevent him from dealing damage to a villain or environment target, he will swing at the heroes. This is also going to be Advanced Plague Rat, which says increased damage dealt by Plague Rat and by infected heroes by 1. And he can only attack Plague Rat if there are no other targets in play. I'm sorry. The heroes can only attack Plague Rat if there are no other targets in play. Basically, Plague Rat is elusive. So this one's going to be a little tricky. We've seen Plague Rat plenty of times on this stream, but I'll bring him up anyway. Obviously, he's dealing a bunch of damage if the... infection damage does not count. That is correct. Seamus Butler, thank you. Guise is starting with Gimmicky Character, Look What I Found, and Abrasive Extreme. Scholar has Alchemical Redirection, Flesh to Iron, Get Out of the Way, and Immortal Form to Energy. Tempest, Otherworldly Resistance, Shielding Winds, and Abrasive Vicious Cyclone. Naturalist has Cornered Beast, Feral Fury, Primal Charge, and the Nimble Gazelle. Sorry. And the Southwest Sentinels have Fling into Darkness, Human Shield, Positive Energy, and Restorative Burst. Here we go. Here's the Plague Locust. Okay, well, that's not a fun way to start. Well... So Guise is bit first. That said, we're just all taking infections here. Oh joy. Ravage is not a fun way to start this game. Sorry, Mainstay. Oof. Okay, well, we first have to hit the Plague Locust, because Plague Rat ducks back into the woods. So we'll at least do that. It should have been Wraith. You're absolutely right. Dog breath. Alright, we're going to back that up. Oh, I don't want to back it all the way up, though. Whatever. We'll just ride it out and know we made a mistake. It's just such a far backward rolly thing. Alright, so he has to draw a card. Oh, sweet. Has to hit the Plague Locust, because he can't hit any... He just has to. He doesn't have a choice. That said. Okay, yep, that happens. So Get Out of the Way deals 2... Okay, we're going to do Mortal Form to Energy. Because watch this. He gains 1. He deals 3. Alright, Tempest takes some damage. Then Otherworldly Resistance seems very good. Now Tempest is a unique situation because he is dealing area of effect damage. However, he can deal to everything first and then hit with that. I think he can also... he can't stop dealing damage, but he can do some stuff, so we're fine. I feel... Okay, so we've got a bunch of alligator stuff ready to go, plus the infection. He's dealing toxic damage anyway in some situations, so... that's never going to be accurate. Well, alright. Feral Fury it is. It's not perfect, but... The Rhagou reveals itself, and the heroes start attacking it. Get into play, Croc. Okay. Okay, alright. Environmental Allies and Gazelle are online, so if we need them, we got them. Okay. The Southwest Sentinels are not long for this world. They are not sticking around very long. However, Restorative Burst doesn't seem that bad. Actually, let's Positive Energy. Everybody's going to gain 1. Right, and Scholar will redirect that. Okay. Blocking seems very strong here. We really need a Sentinel Tactics so we can block and swing, but we'll just block for now. Oh look, the Kraken. Thanks. Thanks, deck. Thanks, buddy. Gross. Very gross. Well, this may be a short game. I did not expect that to happen. Good grief. Sorry, Idealist. Okay. That's best card ever. Oh, he has to swing at the Kraken first. Woo! It has to be this one. That's disappointing. That's terrifically disappointing. Yes, they are. In the Oblivion expansion. Or with Oblivion. Why is this infection not taking effect? Oh, jeepers! I did not take into account that. I thought it was the same on both sides. I should read cards before I start these things. Oh yeah, that was dumb, wasn't it? Oh, I messed that up. Oh well. Okay, now that's working. I have to discard something. It's gonna be that because I'm never gonna use it. Well, at least you guys are forgiving. Playground's hiding, so nothing we can do there. Oh, and it's less damage because he's on... Okay, that makes more sense. Tempest, of course, being the only one who can hit him because Squalls hit everything. Please tell me I have a Fling into Darkness. Thank you, Cytosine. Oh dear. I do have a Fling into Darkness. Unfortunately... I apologize, folks. This is a pretty poorly played game. well-known fact that I'm pretty rubbish on advanced mode because I miss like points, not like points of damage, but like I'll miss a line of text somewhere and think everything's fine and be like, oh wait a minute. And that's my biggest, the only gripe that I have about this game is that it's so easy to miss a beat somewhere. Well, oh, that's gross. Yeah, and I mean the fact that he got Ravage out immediately really just stuck it to us. Like, and that's the last 3 times I've played against Plague Rat, I've lost turn 1 Ravage. And again, it's just like little bits of rider text that I miss. All right, we're gonna try and go extreme here. I almost always find myself drawing cards off that. Booyah! Shows you how much I love. Oh well, okay. So much for that. Ow. And oops. Oh yeah, absolutely. Mr. Fixer with Jackhandle is sweet. Alright, Tempest, you're going into Healy mode here. Todd Faust, you will find that Cytosine is very good people. Ow. Do this. Do things. I think it's so hard to rank which decks I'm most excited about. Like, obviously, I've got stories about Luminary. I've got stories about Harpy. But I don't know. Oh, perfect. And I've definitely got stories about Stuntman. We'll see. And I mean, I haven't written any stories about Voidguard yet, but I know, yeah, like what Seamus Butler's saying about Dr. Medico getting a card that flip an Inpap hero and remove itself from the game, like, that's crazy good. And it's going to be unbelievable amounts of fun. Oh, look, we did 3 damage last turn. Oh. I think I'm personally most excited. Like, as a player, I'm most excited for Stuntman. As a storyteller, the Voidguard has a lot of potential, and Harpy has a lot of potential, especially with, like, Harpy Tachyon stories are going to be immense amounts of fun. Well, this went bad on us. Yeah. Poor Scholar. We're going to just play cards and hope. Well, that's disappointing. Hey! Yeah, Scholar has not had good luck tonight. It's really disappointing. Poor guy. Okay, I mean, Sentinel Tactics, that sure is a thing. I mean, you guys know as well as I do that, you know, these games are designed to tell a story. I get disappointed when I don't get to tell the story I want to tell. You know, I research these things all week, and you know, I come up with, or okay, all day on Sunday, and like I one of my two plot threads is always slightly better than the others, so it's like, okay. And in terms of the Matriarch story, I liked my loss condition slightly better. But in terms of this particular game, I like my win condition slightly better. They're both very good and very fun, and I like them a lot. But you'll see. And Seamus Butler and Cytosine were both here last week when Scholar got really lucky with his form, so I guess our Scholar luck just kind of ran out a little bit, and that's okay. Like, you know, it is what it is. Well, we can't use oh, nope, we're not using Plague Rat powers. That seems bad. Oh, yay, mystical defenses. Environment kill us? Don't lose to Plague Rat? Ah?
Avenge me!
Yeah, not gonna happen, guys. Sorry, buddy. Oh. Okay. Yep, he's back up to 80. We've done a whole what? Oh, okay. Yep, Tempest's down. And Wraith is at 1. And there's the game. Okay. In a jerky, uncoordinated manner, Guise completes his transformation into a rat being. Idealist aims a final psionic burst at him, which whistles wide and collapses the Matriarch's swamp hut. Snarling and drooling, Guise howls and scampers off into the swamp, with the Scholar chasing after him. The other heroes are left behind, scratching their heads. The final page shows Guise sitting in an easy chair. Oh man, I love that story! I bet you're wondering how Scholar got me back to normal, aren't you? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I really don't know. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to this delicious plate of pasta. Have a great night! The final page shows a delivery truck and two men unloading an immense pallet of canned goods on the back. The last thing we see is the side of the jars, all individually labeled Rhagou pasta sauce, thick and chunky style, and a purple editor's note that says, "Not a sponsor." So this whole story, and the reason that, or part of the reason that Toad Faust has joined us tonight, is this was based on a one-shot story from the Arkham Horror Living card game called Curse of the Rhagou. And we played that story last night, and Toad Faust kept mispronouncing it, and he kept saying Rhagou, and every time he did, I thought of Rhagou pasta sauce. And I'm like, this is too funny a story not to tell. And I toyed around with doing a setback story, a Freedom 5 story, and I'm like, this is just a guy's desperation story. It is. End of question. So we did narrowly win the Curse of the Rhagou story. it turned out that our friend Alex sacrificed himself, and Toad Faust and I managed to finish things up. And of course, it was the inspiration for today's Tales from the Archive. But if there's one thing I'm pretty sure is always the case in H.P. Lovecraft-inspired stories, it's that the curses and supernatural mumbo-jumbo always seem to come from somewhere. Normally, when it's a guy's story in question, Wager Master has something to do with it. But in this rare case, that's not where this particular curse came from. Let's take a look at what happened when the Freedom Five tailed Deadline to the Court of Blood, where Countess Bathory was brewing up some bad news. So, yeah, Deadline is the villain in the backup story tonight. The heroes are the Freedom Five. Oh, Bunker. All right. Freedom 5, Deadline, Court of Blood, summoning up some weird voodoo mumbo-jumbo. Speaking of not a sponsor, I mentioned it in the chat the other day during Sentinels Live, but people ask me all the time, what I'm drinking on stream, and this will amuse Toad Faust. It is Hannaford brand Dr. Pepper, better known as Dr. Perky. And also not a sponsor. Good Mythical Morning, boiled for safety mug. Alright, Legacy is starting out with Fortitude, Next Evolution, Abrasive Thok. Tachyon has Accelerated Assault, Hypersonic Assault, 2 assaults. Research Grant and Synaptic Interruption. Wraith has Combat Stance, Grappling Hook, Mega Computer, and Stun Bolt. Absolute Zero has Focused Apertures, Onboard Module Installation, and Abrasive Terminal Shockwave. And Bunker has something I can't read because it's too small. Decommissioned Hardware. I actually didn't know what that was. Grenade Launcher, Omni Cannon, and Recharge Mode. I'm going to try and do something silly with the Omni Cannon. Deadline, 80 HP. He's got a bunch of catastrophes. The Atomic Endglaive. He flips over a bunch. Let's do this. There's the glaive. Okay. So Fortitude is an option. Although I really like Thocking, especially since it says draw a card. I love the music in the Court of Blood. And Jean-Marc actually announced something on Twitter the other day too that's very, very exciting on a personal and Ghost Ship Radio related level. I can't talk about it just yet, but you guys can probably put that together. Does it have a lowercase d? Yeah, it sure does. Thok early, thok often. Ow. Oh, that hurt. The Dr. Perky is making me fidgety, and I just stubbed my toe on my own chair. Go me. Alright, Rapid Recon. Yep, it's a burst card. Get rid of it. Okay, that's a good card. Alright, Wraith. Grappling Hook. We could get rid of one of these catastrophes. Oh, that one's really bad for Tachyon. Ooh, I didn't know they made that cytosine. Oh, not the sound. Are you kidding me? Last for 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes, whatever it is. Alright. Module installation. Let's do that. Let's get the transducer. And let's put it right into play. Now, Absolute Zero hasn't taken any damage, so let's fire it off. Literally. Oh, I'm going to have to track that down. That sounds delicious. Okay. Now, like I said, I want to do some weird Omni-Cannon shenanigans. And that, it's at the start of the turn, so let's just power it up. I know this is a bit of a slow roll, but okay. Yep. It's kind of a wasted Wraith stealth, but there you go. Yes, as a matter of fact, my cousin goes to Baylor University, which is in Waco, Texas, and she was talking about the Dr. Pepper factory, or bottler, or whatever it was, a little while ago. Oh my gosh. Well, flippy-flip. Destroy a bunch of catastrophes? Maybe? Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna deal damage to something. Wraith is no longer stealthed. Oh, it's everybody. Oops, okay. Aha, but the transducer was a good play. Okay. Much as I like thocking and thocking often, I like bolster allies a little bit better because it says draw a card on it. There we go. Micro target, modular realignment. Okay. All right. Not the worst. Okay. Oh man, hypersonic assault would have been great there, but fleet of foot. Aha! The impromptu invention, just what we were looking for. I could hypersonic. Oh, that's okay. So, Dr. Pepper. So, in New Hampshire and in New England, Dr. Pepper is distributed by Coke, and literally everywhere else it's distributed by Pepsi. So the throwback line of stuff we don't get. So I'm gonna have to go. I'll probably just call Zephyr and have her mail me some. She owes me anyway. I sent her a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Next evolution and lead from the front. That's true. It's very true. I'll have to set that up. Thank you, Seamus Butler. No, I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's quick insight. There we go. Nice, nice. Huh. Oh, discard. Bursts. Where's some bursts? Sorry, blinding speed. You're a great card, but you're also a burst. Bin the bursts! Pod goggles. Play all the cards, Tachyon! All of them. Yep, we'll discard that. Okay. Well, we drew that impromptu invention off of Legacy. I'm going to play it, obviously. Razor Ordnance. In play. Followed by the micro-targeting computer. And now we're set and ready to go. Yeah, I know. That scarf looks so nice and comfy and warm. Does it... Hang on. It doesn't tell us what... Does anybody remember what race deadline is? I know he's an endling, but... Like, what does he do? Do we want to do null points here? And continue just going ham with the... Yeah, let's null point. Yeah, Void Guard plus Lifeline is going to be sick. There you go. Take that. And Bunker's going to just stuff stuff in the Omni Cannon. Because that seems like fun. Yep. That one. That one. Oh, we can throw one grenade launcher in it. And then we're going to go ahead and play the other. So we have something to do, at least. Other than just stuff things in the Omni Cannon. Unfortunately. It's just not exactly the gun we wanted. Ooh, turret mode. That's nice. Processor. That's right. Thank you, Cytosine. Okay. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think Seamus Butler is absolutely right. Running next evolution and lead from the front is real mean to Deadline, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that set up. We are going to galvanize here. Meanwhile, remember, Blood Countess Bathory is up to no good. Just doing naughty things. Monkey. Oh, wow. That's real bad in this particular situation. Yeah, for sure. Tell Faust, have a good night. And tell everybody I said hi. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do this. And we'll do this too. Stop dealing damage. That's enough, Tachyon. Alright. I don't know why I'm not using the research grant. Let's do that instead. I like the research grant slightly better. Just because extra gas. Okay. Nimble Strike is fine. Tachyon. I'm just a little surprised. Well, that's a pretty good discard pile, all things considered. Utility Belt is a good one. Combat Stance is great. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I don't need a Utility Belt here because Tachyon's done her thing. So we'll get Combat Stance going. And we'll throw some shurikens. Some Razor Ordnance. Sweet. Okay. So Focused Apertures would be the obvious play. Let's check other stuff. Actually, Thermal Shockwave's pretty cool. Especially... So let's Apertures, then we'll do the Thermal Shockwave next turn. Here we go. Fire! Hit him for 4. Right, because it turns it... Okay. Yep, we'll move cards. Load up. 1. 2. 3. Turret mode says cannot play or draw cards. Okay. But you can use an additional power. So I'm not going to do that. But I will do this. See if we can clear some of this junk up. Okay, so we can't, but that's alright. And we'll hit him for a couple. Why not? Play it? Did I miss a word? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, stop it. Yep. Hold tight. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Ha! You're absolutely right. And turret mode just takes care of things. Takes care of business. Might as well use it. How about 14 at your face? Courtesy of Seamus Butler. All credit to you on that one, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, does that... Oh, wait, no, that just happens. Oh, that wrecks Tachyon's day. Excuse me. Bummer. Oh, okay. Well, there that is. And then we said lead from the front. Oh, I need the Legacy Ring to really make that golden, though. I think we can just end this in the next couple of turns if we just do this, so... We're gonna go for it. Yep. It's fine. Oh, is it fire immunity? Alright, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. We'll do this right. We'll do this right. We'll do this right. We won't get greedy. Yeah, no, I promised I'd do it, so I did it. Well, she's not set up for Lightspeed Barrage anymore. So I feel like doing things like this, just like fun. Sure. Okay, so pushing the limit's not helpful. I mean, it is, but it's not. Gotta discard something else. Guess it might as well be blinding speed. And then, how many are in 3? So, sure. Stop it. Stop being silly, Tachyon. Research grant, please. Please. Okay, alright. Sucker punch. Whatever. I know there's a target with that, but... Whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's do... No need to suit yourself. Utility belt. Get that ready to go. Might as well. She's still dealing a boatload of damage, so let's bring her 5 points in. Bring him down to 20. And we'll prevent 2. Why not? Now, I believe it is time... I believe our plan was to do the... thermal shockwave, but let me look at Fueled Freeze. Destroy it with 3 ongoing. Hey, look at that. Deals each. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's Field Freeze. 1. 2. 3. Hit him! And then we'll hit ourselves. Because that's what Absolute Zero does. Yay. Alright, Bunker. Ooh, okay. Onboard module installation. Draw a card, play a card. Not bad. We will take it. It's a cantrip. No, we're not going to destroy target mode. That seems silly. I think it has to be different targets, unfortunately, but... And the Omni Cannon. Brings him to 10. What we really need to do is get the Legacy Ring online to really take advantage, to really abuse that combo. There's Bathory. I was wondering where she got off to. She's clearly up to no good, brewing up curses and sending them down to the bayou. Oh, gross. This is infernal damage. We'll redirect it anyway. But yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yes, there we go. Fuck. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can take him out now. So... let's just do it. Seeing as that combo did not help us last turn, and I think we can just wrap it up this turn, put a ribbon on it. Put a ribbon on this stream. Yeah, sure, let's hit everything. Tachyon speeds around the room, faster than a bolt of lightning, colliding with everything in her path. Deadline winces as her attacks land blow after blow. Come on. Oh, every single time. And it like blows in the wind every time Tachyon runs by him. Oh right, discard a card. That would help. And... you know what, just because we can, it's inventory barrage time. Let's end this with a barrage. And we end on a positive note. Woo! Man, what a night. What a weird night. Heck of a story, though. I like that story. Guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Tales from the Archive here on Handelabra Games. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share on social media and in person. You can follow Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Handelabra Games on Twitch. If you want to see more content from me, including the Adjacent Hex podcast and the occasional sketch comedy video, facebook.com/Another Letdown is the place, and ghostshipradio.com are the places to be for that. If you have story submissions for me to tackle or just want to say hi, hit me up on Twitter. My name is @DENONCZD. And you can also use the Google form linked in the chat to submit stories. I also occasionally do live stuff with other games. We're still working on bringing that back. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and is always in good old-fashioned cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more information at sentinelsdigital.com. As always, thank you so very much for tuning in. Oh, look, there's my advertisement. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all next Sunday.